that's true. Naked Palpatine.
Oh, you pick that one. Fresh out of the clone tank, nude Palpatine is my
Well, that's the first thing I think of when you say Dark Empire Palpatine. If you are wondering, I did in fact read these all in, or I'm doing all these reviews in a single day, hence the same shirt. So I'm not homeless, I swear. In fact, I have a new place for a short time until I have to get my own place, which will be a thing. But we have Dresden, Welcome to the Jungle, which is a comic book, which I thought was perfectly okay. Again, it has the same vibe as the short story, Restoration of Faith. And I did particularly, Harry was not how I imagined him, but I did enjoy overall the story that was presented, if a little generic, and I had fun with it. So that's much all I can say, non-spoiler wise. Again, as an introduction to Dresden, should you do what I did? Probably not. But if you want some visual storytelling that expands the universe, like there are comics that are basically the novels, but in comic form. But this is just expanding universe. This is just a story set within the Dresden Files that is an additional story. So if you want more Dresden, this is the place to go. But I'm gonna get into some spoilers now. If you don't want any of those, I do recommend it. Just maybe not first like I did, and enjoy. We learn about the sight, which is like this thing that you can sort of see into people's souls, and you see people's last moments, and it never leaves you when it happens. We also learn about this person named Dumorn, with a flashback. And again, this is probably the biggest spoilers for me that I probably shouldn't have seen yet, which is something, and it's still kind of vague, but something with his girlfriend and his ex-master, or teacher, who just went insane. We don't really have the full context, but there's a lot of trauma that Harry has because of this. What's interesting about his magic is that he has a stick, and a staff, and it helps him channel his magic better. And there's a Dresden speech given later that I thought was really good. You'd also get introduced here to Bob, who is a spirit of intellect, and I love Bob. I love Bob. He's a lot of fun. The big twist of the story is that there are 3 hag sisters, because Dresden was looking for one. Turns out it was 3 of them, and that's kind of the big shebang there. And it seemingly looks like Harry's going to lose. There's not much he can do. But with the last little bit of strength he has left, with magic, he unlocks the cage of the gorilla. And then we have King Kong versus Hag. And I guess, in this instant, King Kong wins. So, overall, like I said, a decent comic and a decent introduction to the world. It was nice to see some of this stuff in the visual, to kind of have an idea of what I'm looking at when I get into the books. But overall, it was a decent thing. Do I think you need it to enjoy Dresden? Absolutely not. But if you wanted more Dresden, that's the thing to do. And I just decided to read these all prior to reading the first initial novel because I'm insane. Anyway, probably my shortest review ever. Until next time, guys. Live long and prosper.